Hey, so the other day I was talking to y'all about ice dams and what an ice dam is and why it's bad for your home. Well, I got some questions about how do you fix that? In the video, you kind of saw a little bit at the beginning of what it looked like before with all the snow on top. And then as I was explaining the ice dam, you saw the big mound on the edge of ice and how that process works. Well, again, I got a couple questions about how do you fix that, and wanted to show you a little bit about it. Preventing an ice dam is the best case scenario. Once an ice dam forms, it's very difficult to remove on your own. So, how do you prevent it? Here behind me, you see snow on the roof, uncovered over here. Here in Minnesota, if you get an unusual amount of snow on your roof from a really big snowfall, the best thing you want to do is get as much as you can off. You don't need to remove all the snow off your roof. All you need to do is just here on the edge, even just clearing the first foot of snow off. So whether that's with a snow shovel, whether that's with a broom, 2x4, whether you have any extension hooks that you might use for maybe pruning trees in your yard during the summer, just anything to just reduce the amount of snow on the edge of your roof. So what ends up happening is when you get those large snowfalls, it's really hard for the sun to get through and melt the whole thing off. What happens is it melts just enough for it to then freeze when night comes. Well, then the next day it melts again a little bit more. Not enough for the ice to melt, but enough for the snow to melt. And so that layer on the edge keeps on building. And so that layer on the edge builds up to look like this. The gutters on this edge are not working as well as they should, and you got the formation of an ice dam. So again, once a layer of snow and ice is built up on the edge like this, turned into an ice dam, there's not a lot you can do about it. Now here, it's not really enough to cause a problem, and it's warm enough, it should melt just fine on its own. But if this were long term, or if this were a little bit thicker, or if there are a few more trees in this yard, then you'd definitely be having leaking occurring inside your home. At that point, when you have an issue like that, your best bet is just to call a steam company, a professional who has all the right equipment to come in and low pressure steam the ice off and create channels that you need.